Ladies and gentlemen, we're now in the hands of our city clerk, Ms. Lisa Carroll.
This is the pre-meeting of the Mobile City Council, Tuesday, July 15th. We have approval of minutes from July the 8th.
Any issues, anyone? Okay.
Appeals, we have a request for a waive the noise ordinance on November 22nd at Hayfield Place from 7 p.m. until 11 p.m.
Any issues, Vice President?
This is actually one that we have done before, but putting it back on the agenda to give them the extra hour. The wedding is at 6, and so the reception doesn't start until 7. It is in a neighborhood back in there, and they have promised me that they've already spoken to all the neighbors, and then prior to the event, they're going to go back out and talk to the neighbors, and a lot of the people in the neighborhood are invited. So I said, okay, we will go ahead and make the change.
Okay, all right.
Public hearings today is the public hearing to consider rezoning property located at 720 Museum Drive from R1 to B2.
Y'all know what this one is.
Public hearing to declare the structures at 607 Belsaw Avenue, 500 Chin Street, and 7099 O'Shell Road public nuisances and ordering them demolished. Presentation of petitions and other communications to the council. Darlene Shavers, Ms. Senior Mobile will introduce herself to the council. Ordinances held over. 63036, ordinance to amend section 63028 of the Code of the City of Mobile.
President,
Mr. Reynolds.
I just have one small amendment. It's really innocuous in nature regarding section 6317, item 3, which is just that they must have someone present at the location where the vehicle has been towed to from the hours of 8 to 5. That's it.
Monday through Friday?
Monday through Friday, just as defined.
We have no objections to that.
Resolutions held over. 08925, approved purchase order to Emergency Equipment Professional for repairs to aerial fire truck. 08928, approved purchase order to North American Fire Equipment for blocking hoods. 08929, approved purchase order to RBC Vegetation Management for right-of-way tree maintenance and removal on O'Shell Road. 08931, approved purchase order to Stryker Sales Corporation for preventative maintenance services for chest compression devices. 09932, reallocate funds from Capital Improvement Fund Project Equipment Tennis to Capital Project Copeland Cox Tennis Center for tennis court repairs and resurfacing. 13933, authorized change order 1 with Wiregrass Construction Company for U.S. Highway 45 streetscape improvements. 23934, authorized easement agreement with Robertson Construction and Colony Woods Townhomes Owners Association. 37935, consider the application of India Bracy for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to operate a sedan service. Ordinance is being introduced. 64037, consider rezoning of property at 720 Museum Drive. Consent resolutions being introduced. 03937 and 03938 are appointing Alvin Garvin to the Advisory Commission on the Disabled and reappointing Bruce Helbig to the Golf Course Advisory Committee. 27939, designate Dolphin Way Baptist Church as the new voting place for Ward 5-5 for the 2025 municipal election. 37940 and 941 are recommending approval to the ABC Board for issuance of a retail beer table wine off-premise only license to Speed Stop on Government Boulevard and for issuance of a restaurant retail liquor license to Pedro's Tacos and Tequila Bar on Airport Boulevard. 40, 942, 943, 944 are declaring the properties public nuisances and ordering them demolished. 58, 945 declare weeds noxious weedling group 1666. 60, 946, and 947 are approving award of special bonus to firefighter of the month and to the officer of the month. 60, 948, 949, 950, and 951 are determining appropriations to Dodge Elementary School, Marching Cougars Band Booster Club, and the University of South Alabama JAG Girls serve a public purpose and approve payment. CIP resolutions being introduced. 08-952, approve purchase order to Trantex Transportation Products of Texas for traffic speed cushions for District 6, $31,698. 08-953, approve purchase order to Trantex Transportation for traffic speed cushions in District 7, $17,610. Resolutions being introduced. 08-954, approve purchase order to Emergency Equipment Professional for 2 fire pumper trucks, $2,063,084. 08-955, approve purchase order to Cone for replacement of elevator controller system at Mobile Museum of Art, $164,042.49. 08-956, approve purchase order to Long Lewis Ford for 3 Ford Bronco SUVs, $93,190.50. 08-957, approve purchase order to Schaefer Plastics North America for garbage carts for garbage collection, $41,943. 08-958, approve purchase order to Styrus Ford for Ford pickup truck for $47,418. 08-959, approve purchase order to Truck Equipment Sales for Ford F-250 pickup truck for facilities maintenance, $61,193. 08-960 and 961, approve purchase order to the University of South Alabama for first semester paramedic courses, $15,879, and for second semester paramedic courses, $21,740. 21-962, authorized contract of HCL Contracting for 2024 PAYGO resurfacing, Commission District 1, $4,509,595.64.
Mr. President, I just want to draw your attention to in the previous city pay-as-you-go, I allocated a substantial amount of money to resurface all of the Navco neighborhood. And then in this allocation, I don't know the number, but thanks to Commissioner Ludgood, all of Morningside will be resurfaced. So as you now get these 2 neighborhoods, you should be in good shape. We're handing them over in good hands.
I appreciate you. Someone contacted me yesterday about some new speed bumps in the neighborhood. Can you do that too?
21-963 and 964, authorized contract with Southern Earth Sciences for downtown street optimization, $50,700. And for 2024, contract with Southern Earth Sciences for 2024 PAYGO resurfacing Commission District 1, $78,750. 23-965, accept deed for right-of-way from Mobile Airport Authority, Michigan Avenue, and Raven Drive. 60, 966, 967, and 968 are authorizing settlement agreement and release of claims. Call for public hearings. 41-969, call for public hearing to consider the modification of a previously approved plan unit development for property located at 685 Schillinger Road South, scheduled August the 19th. 41-970, call for public hearing to rezone property located at 4154 and 4164 Moffett Road from B2 to I1, scheduled August 19th. 41-971, call for public hearing to consider the application of Katan Ahmed for a certificate of public convenience necessity to operate a shuttle service scheduled July 29th. Announcements.
Council.
Mr. President,
Mr. Woods.
I just have a question. I know that kind of lately, obviously, we've had a lot of rain, and that's probably to say the least. That's an understatement. And I know that obviously when rain happens, potholes arise, and then continuously cars are hitting little potholes that turn into big potholes. And Just in this case, like kind of where we are right now, and I don't know if, the equipment that we have as far as the city's concerned. But I know whenever it comes to trash collection, we've partnered obviously through a competitive bid process, just renewed the contract as well, or extended the contract with A1 McDuffie. So I know part of that contract is in the event that we have equipment failures or we have some really big weeks of trash, A1, part of their contract is they step in and they kind of help us get caught back up a little bit. In the event that we have kind of more like a pothole emergency, if we can call it that, maybe between equipment failures or just a massive amounts of potholes. Do we have kind of like a redundancy contract too, to where we can kind of tap maybe one of the partners that we have in the private sector to come and kind of help catch us up? I didn't know if that's maybe a thing. I know that we have obviously the wide splotches where we come in and we do those, but do we have kind of maybe like a redundancy contract? And if we do, if we don't, could we maybe consider like looking into that maybe?
Is that right? Okay, there we go. So we don't currently have a pothole patching contract to supplement the in-house patch program. What we have right now is it's kind of a 3-layer cake. So the bottom end is doing pothole filling, like the asphalt crew that's out right now filling potholes. Then in the middle, we have the spot repair program, which is also in public services, where we're doing larger patches that are intended to last for 3 to 5 years in order to buy engineering time to do larger resurfacing projects. And then obviously the biggest chunk of the cake is John and Nick's resurfacing program. So we don't have anything to fill that, the pothole patching. I mean, we could easily have our contractors that do the spot repair program can also do pothole patches. I mean, we've called them in to do some emergent, really deep, jagged potholes before, but typically we try to restrain them to doing areas where they can have a lot of impact, because the expense of having a private contractor to do it is considerably higher, per ton of asphalt than it is for us to do it.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Reynolds?
Yes, sir. We are a little bit behind, understandably. I think we've just took ownership or took delivery on a new truck, so that's great news. But our crews out, they're working today, fixing potholes.
Yes.
Fantastic. And have we allocated the appropriate amount of overtime or whatever to get us caught up? I think we're about to get hammered with a lot of heavy rain here in the next few days, and I think that's going to further exacerbate some of the already existing potholes that are out there. So say over the next couple of days, are we really going hard to try to catch up on some of these potholes?
Yeah, we're going as hard as we can. Yeah, we would have been at it yesterday, except the asphalt plant was down. So we are going as hard as we can. We have a prioritized list based on the calls that have come through your offices as well as through 311. I anticipate they're going to take care of probably the 15 or 20 most urgent ones today.
And then the second truck, or the older truck, is it operational right now?
Yeah, actually, as of the end of last week, the auger on the old truck was repaired. So we do have the old truck operate. Actually, the old truck is the one operating today. So.
Mr. Carroll? No question about this. Okay. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Carroll.
President, currently, I want to talk about a little bit about the Mobile River Bridge. Currently down the bay, we're seeing some concrete pile test sites. Those test sites are appearing on the west side of I-10, probably about 100 yards south of Charleston Street and up at Virginia Street. And there's also one that I've noticed that's actually downtown, closer to where the Southern Market used to be. A lot of the neighbors are also getting letters and from ALDOT. These are letters of right of entry to view your property, to view the current condition of the property, to make sure that they document it in case there is some type of claim from vibration of pile driving and those types of things. There is no letter of condemnation or friendly condemnation or or taking away of any property that these letters are requesting or anything like that. This is just simply to document your property to make sure that there's no damage done to your property. And if so, then they have proof so that it can be adequately repaired or replaced. There have been some small changes to the routing of the bridge. I've also been informed of also. I have asked that we have those layouts, also the elevation marks, and also a rendering so that the neighbors downtown can see what and where that bridge will rise. Currently, it is still rising from Virginia Street at its current location. And by the time it's at the second or third piling, it'll be on the east side of I-10 over the jail at a height of about 100 feet. So I have asked for that information. I'd like to pass it on to all the people downtown and down the bay. Also, everybody that's close enough to be affected by the view of the bridge that's currently living down there. If the administration would like to help gather that information, I would appreciate it, because I'm pretty sure everybody's going to start asking. Now, the start date on the true construction of the bridge, I do not know yet, and I'm pretty sure it's still a long ways off based on the financing. Again, this is just test piles that they're doing to find out whether or not the soil has the capacity to hold the bridge up itself. Thank you, Mr. President.
Any other council member? Anything from the administration? Okay. If not, we'll see each other at 10:30. Oh, yeah, we just called him.